Welcome into today's show, guys. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, what you see, check out some old videos and leave a comment down below. Today, we're just going to drop right into it. We're just going to jump right into it, if that's all right. A WCW legend, if you want to call him a legend. You could even say a TNA veteran. Disco Inferno was on Conan's podcast, which is called Keeping It 100 out here. And he had some not so kind words to say about AEW and the booking or the handling of talent inside AEW. Now, I'm going to quote what he says, and we're going to break this down, whether of my opinion and whether or not I agree with him or not. It's kind of one of those things. And I quote, this is what Disco Inferno said, and I quote, "I have no idea what AEW sees in people with the decisions that they make with characters and stuff. For example, they brought in Miro, better known or otherly known as Rusev from the WWE. So they brought in Miro, and where he is a video gamer. Fun fact, Miro, Rusev, whatever you want to call him, plays on Twitch, which a lot of wrestlers do. It's a way for them to reach out to their fans and to make a little extra money on the side, etc., etc. They play on Twitch a lot. He has his own video gaming network, so I kind of think I understand why they did that with Miro. It might have been some of his idea. Nonetheless, continuing on with the quote continued, "Jay Lethal needs more time on the microphone and an actual angle, not just a bunch of random matches. He is going to be lost in the shuffle. Everyone gets lost in the shuffle, though, except for Bryan Danielson." Now, end of quote. Now, I understand what Disco Inferno is saying. And Disco Inferno has spoken out against AEW before. But I understand what he is saying. AEW doesn't understand how to handle certain characters or getting lost in the shuffle. I believe this is more of a debate on getting lost in the shuffle than it does with AEW's creative not knowing what or how to handle the talent. Okay, it has been said many times that AEW allows a creative freedom. So that tells me the video gamer gimmick in which Miro had was Miro's idea. It was something that he wanted to try. Because in real life, he is a gamer. He likes playing video games. The same with Adam Cole. The same with Evil Uno. The same with Colt Cabana. A lot of wrestlers, a lot of superstars in AEW and even in WWE love to play video games. Now, so I believe, to me, Inferno's wrong on that. I don't think it's AEW not knowing how to handle these guys because AEW allows that creative freedom. I think AEW allows that creative freedom to say, hey, if it works, it works. If it don't, okay, back to the drawing board. That's what I believe. That's what I've seen. Okay, look at Miro. The video game guy, yeah, didn't work. But God's favorite champion, the Destroyer, the Redeemer, now that works, and that sticks. That's what everybody wanted from Miro when he came to AEW, including myself. You look at Malachi Black, he's not got lost in the shuffle. To an extent, he has, now that he's no longer a part of the angle with Cody Rhodes. The problem with AEW is that they have so much talent. Everybody gets excited when they see new people debut. Take Kyle O'Reilly, for instance, who just debuted this week, last night on AEW Dynamite to start off the show, joining up with Adam Cole and Bobby Fish. And here's a mistake by AEW. If you want to get down technical, everybody was chanting Undisputed. That's an AEW product. Sorry, that's a WWE product. And you have that being chanted at your show. There's a mistake. But getting lost in the shuffle, when you have so much talent, it's bound to happen. And now I know But people's going to say, well, AEW has AEW Dark and AEW Dark Evolution. They have Rampage. They have AEW Dynamite. Well, you can only fit so many storylines into your live programming, especially when one of them programs is a 1 hour show and a 1 hour show only. That's not opinion, that's facts. You can only fit so much on now. And then that's including a roster size of Jay Lethal, was Disco Inferno was talking about here. Miro, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk. These are a lot of big names that's getting brought in. Malachi Black, another one. I already mentioned him. Now you got your homegrown talent there. MJF, Darby Allin. You got Cody Rhodes, who is, he's not homegrown. He's a veteran, but he's there from the beginning. Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, Jungle Boy, Deontay Martin. You got Matt Sydal now. Like I said, some of these guys are veterans in the sport, but they are known to be with AEW now. And that's just naming a few. I can't name everybody that AEW has signed in this video, unless you want me to go on for another hour, a whole hour, of all these people that AEW is signing. Which is great, okay? It's great that they have a job. It's great that AEW has the money to put them on now and to roster them, but you're taking the chance of you getting oversaturated. Now, Eric Bischoff has spoke out about this, of AEW's roster size being so big. This is going to be a video that I drop at a later date. I'm probably going to drop it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But the fact that people may be getting upset with Disco Inferno, but he has a point. When you have that much roster space, when you have that many wrestlers on your roster, you're going to get lost in the shuffle if you can't stand out, and you can only do so many angles. And he is right as far as, you know what, if you're going to put Jay Lethal out there, instead of putting him just in random matches like they were doing with CM Punk, and that's a whole nother video in itself about how they're handling CM Punk. I want a storyline behind it. Like I said, this is going to be in tomorrow's video. Because Eric Bischoff breaks it down. And I don't care what people say about Eric Bischoff. The man knows his stuff. Sure, WCW failed. But Eric Bischoff has learned from his failure. Okay? And I see a lot of similarities, and a lot of other people do too. See a lot of similarities between AEW and WCW. And some of them are negative, some of them are positive. I am worried that the roster is getting too big. When you only have one show on Wednesday night, that's 2 hours, and then you have Rampage, which is only 1 hour. Now, like I said, I know you got AEW Dark and Dark Elevation. Easy for me to say. But how many people is going to get on YouTube and go look at that? And I know there's people that do. And my hat's off to you that you're able to make time to watch that stuff. Me, personally, I don't have time to sit down and watch AEW Dark. I just don't. So you're not, yeah, they may be wrestling on Dark, but nobody's getting to see it, or the majority is not getting to see it. You want to grow your fan base by bringing in these big names? Well, guess what? That new fan base that wants to see them wrestlers, they want to see them wrestlers. They want to see him in meaningful storylines. That's what they want to see. So Disco Inferno is wrong to an extent, because I don't believe it is AEW's creators' fault. I believe it's the wrestlers having so much creative freedom that, when they do something, it just either sticks or it don't. And if it don't stick, hey, back to the drawing board. But he is right that, Jay Lethal is probably going to get lost in the shuffle, because to me, he already has. He's had, 2 matches on TV now? Correct me if I'm wrong. And he's not won either one of the matches, I don't think. He might have won one. So Disco Inferno's not wrong. He's half right. He's half wrong. But it's also his opinion, so how can you be wrong when it's your opinion? Let me leave that video with that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when I talk about what Eric Bischoff had to say about the matter.